me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman, calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman. Mad woman, mad woman, mad woman, calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman.
Hello everyone. Oh my god, it has been so long since I've been live. The tech has updated itself. It was going crazy, but I'm here and I'm here for a little while. So hello to you all. I'm keeping an eye on the comments to see who is here. So give me a comment in, say hello, let me know that you're here, where you are. And obviously if you're watching back on replay and you didn't catch me live, that's all right. Do not worry. Just give me a little hashtag replay in the comments. Alison, hello. Sophie, hello to you. So this is the first time I have been live this year. It's crazy, isn't it? Like, so I felt a bit bad that I haven't done the Tuesday night lives for a while, but I needed a bit of time and space to sort of digest the beginning of the year and the end of last year. And I think I'm feeling good. I'm ready to be back doing the Tuesday night lives. I've got lots and lots of juicy stuff to share with you this evening, which I cannot wait to do. So do stick around. But I'm looking forward to having a catch up with you all, seeing how you're doing, giving you a bit of color guidance. So I will not be doing any cards, but I will be offering you some guidance based on my color system and navigating the month ahead, which you can all take on board as well. So you will have a bit of that. And as I say, something very, very exciting to tell. And then just generally a bit of general shenanigans and whatnot, as I usually do. So if you are there, if you're watching it, do not be shy. Give me a big, big hello. So I can see there's a few of you on as well. So it's lovely to have you here. Oh, honestly, I'm just absolutely buzzing to be back live again. Vicky, hello. I am good. How are you doing? I've been seeing your artwork as well on Instagram and I absolutely love it. It is amazing. So for me, like I was saying, I've taken a bit of time to just digest, go over what I'm doing here with the lives with Anavea, and things behind the scenes have been going well. So I've been like a duck on water. Everything's calm on the surface, but it's all happening. It's all going on underneath. And you'll have seen a few posts from me lately about different stuff that I'm putting out and that I'm doing. And January for me, probably for all of you, let me know how your January went. I found for me, it was very much a hibernation month, a month of just slowing down, not going full throttle with everything, and just being mindful of my own well-being, my own needs, just being gentle with myself. And to be honest, January did turn out to be a bit of a shit show in many ways. But I think that's why I sort of automatically went into that hibernation mode anyway. So let me know how your January went. If you had a good January, give me a number 1. And if your January left something to be desired, then give me a number 2. And just pop those numbers in the comments. But like I say, I have got lots of exciting things to tell, and I'm going to go into some color guidance. So if you have been living under a rock, or if you haven't seen me before, then you may not know that I've created my own color guidance system. Alison, you're a number 2. I feel you. I know exactly how you're feeling on that front. January felt weird. Enjoy painting. Yes, that was the absolute vibe that I was having. I did lots of painting last month, and you can see my easel behind me as well. I'm gonna continue the painting and the drawing. I'm working on a big drawing at the minute as well, which is very exciting. Alexandria, you're a 2. I think, to be honest, January for a lot of us was a bit meh. But the good news is February is looking up. And if I read correctly, I don't think there is any retrogrades coming up for the next month or so, or maybe even 2 months. So this is a good time to really get our shit together and start planning and doing the do. But as I was saying about going into colors and whatnot, so with my color system that I've created, it ties in with astrology and your astrology signs, not just your sun signs, but it can tie in with your whole natal chart. And as you can see up there, so see that color wheel in the corner, that operates and it moves in an anti-clockwise motion as it goes around the wheel of the year. So currently we are in indigo. So indigo is Aquarius. And not just can I give you guidance based on the color that we're in, but obviously transitioning from one color to another, because obviously February will have that indigo aspect, and then transition into blue, into that Pisces. So all very exciting, lots and lots going on. So do let me know in the comments what your sun sign is, and I can tell you what your color is. So then also I can give you a bit of insight into your color in relation to the color of the month. But as far as we go, looking into indigo, so indigo is the color of the third eye anyway. So it's a good month for using your intuition, getting into that noggin, plans, being on the go, like not necessarily wisdom as such, but just knowing into what's coming next, making that plan, putting that first foot forward, not necessarily action wise with that foot forward, but if there's something that you've been mulling over that's been in your mind, think it through, like really digest it, get into the hows, what's, where's, when's, and really begin to create a plan around it. And like I said, use that noggin, use that head, because obviously within indigo, it's very much, so you've got the cool colors and you've got the warm colors. Dawn, hello, lovely. Michelle, hello to you. So the cool colors that go from green's an iffy one because it can sit in betweeny. So green round to your, hang on, I'm over there. Hang on a sec. I've just, yeah, so you've got green that goes right around your cool colors up until, no, I'm lying to you. I'm completely lying. You've got, sorry, indigo goes right round to your green, and then you've got your yellow, or your lime green, that goes round to your magenta, corally magenta color. So on this one, let me know in the comments what your sun signs is. I don't know how many of you is here, but let me know if you're Taurus or Virgo, Libra, Aries, whatever your sign is, and I will tell you what your color is. But as I was saying, so going into that indigo color, you've got your cools and your warms, and indigo sits within that cool side. The cool side is your being, and the warm side is your doing. Also, the cool is your introverted, you're kind of that hibernation stage, and then the warm side is your extroverted, you're in the doing, you're out there, energy, go, go, go. So we've got Alison's a Leo, so you're a sunshine yellow. Alexandria's Taurus, so you're a green. Julie, you are Sagittarius, so you're magenta. Michelle, you know yours, you're Cancer, you're yellow. Dawn, you know your one, you're Virgo, you're orange. Karen, October, I didn't think you'd be able to join. Oh, bless you. Actually, been feeling very positive since after Christmas. Something clicked to me, but it was good. I'm glad to hear it. Really, really glad. And you're a Libra, so that means you're a coral. And Vicky, you're a Cancer, so you are a yellow. So as I'm saying about that being state, so at the minute we are in that being. We're not quite in the go, go, go stage. We're in that planning stage. So you're sowing the seeds at the minute. And obviously we've just had in bulk. So sowing the seeds of what you want to do, and don't feel pissed off or downhearted that you're not seeing what's going on, what's what. Sagittarius, Julie, you are magenta. That's like the bright like a cerise pink. Dane, hello, my lovely. So I keep looking at the comments. I keep losing my train of thought. So yeah, with the indigo, planning, lists, brain mapping. If you've got any new ideas coming up, if you are, I don't know how my signal is as well. Any new ideas coming up, anything that you want to put into motion, whether it's to do with work, finances, home life, any celebrations that you're planning, and be in that thinking mode, but don't be downhearted that it doesn't happen straight away. Like, you've got to give it time to grow. In fact, I seen a picture on Facebook earlier that said when you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every 5 minutes to check if it's growing. You just you water it and you trust that it will grow and it will bloom when the time is right. Dane, you're a Capricorn, so you are violet. So then within February, obviously, we move from indigo into blue, into that Pisces. I've got an itchy eyebrow. So into that Pisces, that blue. That blue is such a nice color, and it's a primary color, which means it's a power color. So you've got the three primary colors are your yellow, your blue, and your red. And with those primary colors come, oh no, oh, this was happening last time, wasn't it? It's a bit cheeky. Okay, bear with. Hang on, let's see what's going on. Right, there we are. Okay, let's see if this is helping. Okay, can I come back? Am I here? I am here. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Tech is not my friend tonight. If need be, I might even have to come back and do my live from the phone because my laptop sounds like a helicopter that is about to take off. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Michelle, you can hear me. Okay, hopefully. Okay, I can see all the comments coming in now. Amy, hello. How are you doing? Okay, so we're going to ride it out. We're going to ride it out with the tech. The tech is against me, but we'll go with it. Just keep your fingers crossed for me. The first live that I've done since the 14th of December. So there. So as I was saying, so moving into that Pisces, into that blue energy. Steph, you're here. Hello. So into that blue energy, and blue is associated with the throat chakra, but as I was saying, it is that primary color. So your red, blue, and your yellow are your sort of your original colors, your power 3 colors, and then obviously they get mixed to create the others. So you've got your primary, your secondary, your tertiary. There is quaternary colors as well, but that's another story. Reese, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are well. Dane, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm on the mend, shall we say? But that's also another story for another day. So yeah, with the colors, moving into that blue. So blue is the throat chakra, and that is to do with setting good boundaries, healthy boundaries for yourself, for self-expression, not just in speaking, but whether you're creative, whether it's artistic, writing, singing, speaking, but that self-expression and really putting yourself out there as you are. And as I can feel here, a lot of us easily get blocks in the throat chakra, and it's because we're either holding back on things that we want to say, or we're just not getting that full self-expression of our true selves. And so I'm sure some of you in the comments can be like, yeah, I'm feeling that. So as we move into, from now transitioning into, from the indigo into the blue, that means we need that more aspect of blue. So to move into for a smooth transition, you need to be expressing yourself more. And when I say expressing yourself or like speaking your truth, that doesn't mean just shit talking everyone because you're giving them a big bad dose of the truth. It's more about speaking your truth, like speaking up for, like standing up for what you believe in, or stop being squashed and pushed down by other people. Stand up for yourself. Like, do yourself, like, by not doing that, you're doing yourself an injustice. So once you've got to that point, then it's all about the self-expression. So any plans that you've been putting into place the past few weeks and the next week or so, any of these plans, then it's going to become the time to express it, to really put it out there, to vocalize either what you want or what you're hoping to achieve, whether that's vocalizing that to another person, vocalizing it to yourself, vocalizing it up to the universe. Either way, you want to get it out there, even if you're just writing it in a book. But that self-expression and letting it out. But also as well, blue heavily comes with trust. And it's all about trusting yourself, trusting the process, trusting that what you are setting out to do will come if you're putting in the effort. Because this is something that I want to touch upon as well. A lot of people, whether you are Linda, hello, whether you're having a reading, or whether you've taken some advice from someone, or whether you've just decided that you want something to happen. How many times have you sat there and thought, oh, I give up now, it's not happening for me, or this is never going to happen, or it's not going right, it's not working, blah, blah, blah. And then you just really completely shit talk yourself out of it. Stop and ask yourself, have I taken action? Have I taken the steps needed to get to that place, or to even move nearer to it? Especially like with readings and whatnot, I can give you all the advice, all the guidance. I can literally put everything on a silver platter for you. But if you don't do anything with it, if you don't take any action, then it's not going to happen. Like, obviously manifesting, there is a time and a place, but even manifesting takes action. It takes you to kind of set out a plan of what you're going to do. So ask yourself, whatever you're setting out to do, if it's not happening for you, have you taken the appropriate steps, the correct action to either get there or begin to even take the first step? So looking into that. And that's what, as we move into the end of February, beginning of March, that's what it's all about, is taking the appropriate steps, taking that action. There you go. Amy says, absolutely get that. So true. Because like, I'm not going to sit here all high and mighty. I'm guilty of it as well. I've sat there so many times and thought, oh, I'm fed up, it's not working. And then you think, have I done what's needed? Have I given it my all? And then if you haven't given it your all, and if you haven't got the energy to do it, is that you making excuses for something that you think you should be doing, but actually you're not really that fussed about it? So also as well here, it's time to look at your goals, evaluate if you still want to do them, because it could be a goal or something you've been working towards over the past few months, years, whatever. But if it's not working for you, then you are not bound to it, whether that's with work, with relationships, with anything that you've committed yourself to. Of course, we have contracts and whatnot, and to some degree, but you still have that ultimate decision of whether you want it to be like, do you want to do it? And if it's not doing it for you completely, or if you're not thinking, I'm really inspired by that, I want to achieve X, Y, and Z, either put it on a back burner or just be like, yeah, this is not working for me, and then be done with it. There's no point hanging on to junk and baggage. Pat, good evening to you. Jane, with you there. Look at, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's like, if we compare it to, say, for example, like your house. If you have got hordes and hordes of crap in your house and you're like, I'll sort it out tomorrow. I'll sort it out next week. I'll do it in a bit. And you have that, I'll get to it. And it's still there and it's sat there. And yeah, maybe you've got that intention of doing it, but you're really feeling like, I'm not feeling it. Or you're looking at the stuff and you're just like, I don't even want that anymore. But it's sat there, it's taking up space. And how many times have you had a good old clear out, got rid of loads and loads of shit that you don't want? How good do you feel after it? Because it's not just physical space, but it's mental and emotional stuff, and it's weighing on you. But then to take that back from being like your home space into your life plan and what you've got going on for you, how much shit have you got just sitting there that you keep saying you're going to do, or hoping and wishing for, or moving through, that you are doing, but you're not enjoying it, or you don't actually want it there? You're just doing it because you're in the force of habit. If you got rid of that and replaced it with something that you actually really, really enjoyed, that you love doing, or that really lit you up and that took you to a better place, rather than just being on this continuous cycle of like eat, sleep, repeat kind of stuff, you're going to feel much better, because you're going to feel more motivated, more inspired. You're going to actually want to wake up in the morning and do or live the life that you've created for yourself, rather than just being in this endless like hamster wheel of stuff. There you go. Pat's in the process of clearing out the shit I've collected over the years. I've chucked loads of stuff, need to do more. And it is really, really therapeutic. Okay, I'm going to say this with embarrassment here. I went through stuff, and I am well known as a bit of a hoarder, but I've gradually sort of got rid of stuff over the years. I got rid of a little handheld stereo that I have had since I was 12 years old. I am now 31, almost 32. A stereo that I've had for nearly 20 years. I wasn't doing anything with it. It was a bit scabby, and it's just been sat in a cupboard doing literally nothing. I haven't plugged it in or switched it on in a very long time, at least 10 years. But I've just kept it because I'm like, well, I'll just keep it just because. It wasn't doing anything good for me. I really didn't see much benefit to having it. But because I'd had it for so long, I just felt compelled that I had to keep it. And actually, because I've got rid of it, it's freed up loads of space where I had it, and I've managed to put other stuff in there, and then the other stuff that I've put in there, it's freed up even more space there. So it's that cause and effect, it's that knock on, that butterfly effect that it has as well. It's not just about getting rid of one thing. It creates a bigger picture. It creates space and opportunity in more ways than one, more ways than you would realize. Just reading, Amy spent 4 hours sitting on the sofa today thinking about what I need to do. Was so frustrated with myself. But that's not always a bad thing. Okay, sometimes we need that time, like that downtime, that space to think or just to be. Because when you're go all the time, we get worn down. Jane, my lovely, I appreciate that we'd love a card, but I'm not doing cards on this evening's live. Oh, it's lost connection to my camera again. So as long as you can still hear me. So yeah, as well as obviously the clearing out and whatnot, having time for you don't have to do anything. You can just sit and be, and sometimes that's what we need. And where you say you're frustrated with yourself, sometimes you'll sit and you think, right, I've just wasted that 4 hours. I could have done this, I could have done that, I could have done this. But actually, you probably needed it. And it's about changing your perspective. And I was wondering how long it was going to take me to say it. We're on nearly 23 minutes. So you cannot pour from an empty cup. And that's literally my catchphrase. But you can't. So it's about having that balance of doing what you need to do and having everything in order, but actually taking the time and space when you need it. We're not machines. We're human beings. We are real people with real needs. It's like, you know, when Trudy, you're my meetup. I love you. You know, humor me here. If you've ever played The Sims, give me a 1 in the comments. If you don't know what The Sims is or you've never played it, give me a 2. But The Sims, basically, you create this lovely house and you have this life and you choose them to do things, and you can be choosing it and it's all organized, or you just press fast. Lots of number ones. You just press fast and they're just going about their daily business or in free will, and everything kind of goes to shit a bit. They're either peeing on the floor, they're locked in the bathroom, they're stuck in the pool without a ladder, the clown's coming out with a picture frame, the Grim Reaper's coming in, and like social services are coming to take the child that's stuck in the fire. It becomes a shit show when you just put everything on fast because you just want it all to happen and to come fast. So, Amy, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're sat there thinking, what? It's like, yeah, it's like an insight thing. Machine. I love it. I do love The Sims. I've actually still got it on my laptop. But anyway, moving on. It's so good. I've literally been playing it since I was about 10. About the same time I've had that stereo, actually. But yeah, Sims is good. How many of you are sat there now thinking, I'm going to have a go? I think with The Sims, you either don't play it for years or you are on it like for 3 days solid, building a mansion. And then if you're anything like me, you spend ages making The Sims, building the mansion, and then not that long actually doing the life bit. I quite enjoyed the houses. But anyway, I've gone off on a tangent. So coming back to having that time and space for you, but then that was a tangent. So coming back to obviously the color guidance with being within that blue energy as we move into Pisces. Pisces is coming up. and Vicky. It's so good. So with that blue energy, just moving into your truth, not being afraid to express yourself, whether that's vocally, whether that's visually, in the way you present yourself, getting things off your chest as well, and setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries is important all of the time, but boundaries is associated with the throat chakra, and the throat chakra, can't get my words out. The throat chakra is blue and Pisces is blue. So it is prime time for clearing out to ensure you've got that, not clean slate to move ahead, but a bit of a steadier journey. Karen, it's happened too long now. I'm a 3/4 cup full. Had a bit of a call recently, material items and relationships not working for me. I think that's where my new positive come from. Yes, absolutely. And it really, really does give you a boost. And also, it's not just clearing that space, but the fact that you'd be like, I've done this. Like, I did this. And it's that sense of self and sense of achievement. And it's like taking back and claiming your power again, and knowing that you are in control of your own life, no matter what anyone says, has told you in the past, whatever you've been led to believe through experience and whatnot, you are in control. So for the next couple of weeks and so, continue planning if you've already started, but if you haven't, get planning on what you want to achieve, whether it's the next month, the next 6 months, the next year, or anything big that you're working towards. Now is the time. Don't so much get into the doing of it, but at least map out a plan, so you're not going in like full on gung-ho, like, you know what I mean, I'm getting there. Loads of clothes and shoes to get rid of. Yeah, and then it makes room. So cause and effect, it's a process. But so with that color guidance, so I know I asked some of you what your signs were, because each of the colors, so with this color guidance and the color system I've created, it doesn't just use the astrology side of it, like uses my artistic knowledge, so it incorporates like actual color theory. So you've got your complementary colors and your harmonious colors, your triadic system that works within the whole color system that I've created. So as we are currently in indigo, then our complementary color, dead opposite on the color wheel, is sunshine yellow. So at the moment, within this kind of time frame, sunshine yellow can help us to, as I like to say, flip the switch or change up your mindset a bit, make a big shift. However, you will have your own personal complementary, harmonious and whatnot, depending on your sign. But if it's anything specific to this time, to this sort of phase, as we're in Aquarius just now, sunshine yellow will help you to create contrast, to create impact. So if you're at a bit of a point where you're at a stalemate and things aren't changing much and you're a bit meh, then you can bring in that sunshine yellow color, whether it's wearing clothes, whether it's wrapping a blanket around you, putting on a bit of jewelry, like crystals, like a bit of citrine, or you can even color filter your water. You can use fabric. There's lots of different ways you can bring this color into your life. So if you don't particularly like that color, I'm not saying dress head to toe and in sunshine yellow, like, well, you can if you want, but there you go. The two colors go very well together. Yes, so complementary colors as well are ones that do go together, but they create like contrast and impact. Whereas if where you're at right now is feeling good, and again, you will have more specific colors to whatever your sign is. But for this phase right now, while we're in indigo, the harmonious colors, so the ones that are either side, you've got violet and you've got blue. So if you're hoping to stay within the same mindset, or things are pretty peachy, looking good, you just want to stay on track, you don't want to shift anything too much, you just want to move along, then violet and blue will be really beneficial to this time right now. But then as we transition from Aquarius into Pisces, obviously those colors will change. So Pisces, the complementary color, so obviously Pisces is blue, so then complementary will be orange, and then that will bring about a whole new factor of, I could go through what all the colors mean, but I've got a whole masterclass on that, and you can get in on that if you want. But like, yellow, I'd look like a daffodil. I quite like wearing yellow. Love a home in my own kitchen and bathroom by Christmas. Currently in a shared house. It's so cool this year. That sounds like a good goal. Michelle, like black at the minute. I do like black. Interestingly, I've got my color cards in the other room, but for some reason, the black one is sat right in front of me. And it says, find richness from the dark night. So there you have it. But as I was saying, so as we move into that Pisces, the opposite, so they're complementary for blue is orange. So moving in with that orange energy, if you want to shift things up as we move into Pisces. So don't do that quite yet. But obviously we've got about a week or so before we have another shift into the next sign. And then also with that Pisces, I should probably just wait and tell you this bit next week because we'll be moving into it by then. But with the blue, then you've either got teal or indigo either side, and that's your harmonious ones. I'm not going to get into the triadic at the minute because that gets a bit complicated. So there's a wee snippet of color guidance for you to carry you through the next couple of weeks. But what I'll do, because I know a few of you have jumped on that missed the beginning. So if I go through each of the signs very quickly, tell you what your color is, and then you can bring that into embody your color a bit more. So you've got, starting with Aries. Aries is teal. Then you have got wear more black or navy or dark purple. Yeah, I'll get into the dark colors. It's very interesting. Hang on, there we go, back here. For half term at the high street. Why not? I go for it. I've got like a yellow dress. I go out in yellow tights. I love it. Says me all colourful when I'm wearing mostly all black, and I've got a purple rain t-shirt on there. I've lost my train of thought now. Where was I? Oh, that's it. I was telling you what your colours are. Okay, so you've got Aries is teal. You've got Taurus is green. Gemini is lime green. Cancer is yellow. Leo is sunshine yellow. Virgo is orange. Libra is coral. Scorpio, no surprise, is red. Sagittarius is magenta, so like a deep bright pink. Then Capricorn is violet. Aquarius is indigo, and Pisces is blue. So that's all of the signs in conjunction with the respective colors that are in my astro color theory system. Belinda, hello, it's good to see you. Amy, green is so me. Yeah, and a lot of Tauruses, and as well with that, actually, if you were to Google what is my color for my sign, it will give you quite a different color palette. And that's because obviously I've created the system myself. It's a culmination of different things, and it's not like I've just created this bullshit system out of nowhere. There's different bits in place, but I use my color timings and system is derived from the Great Wheel of Life, and then there into the color wheel of life, which goes by the seasons, and it works very much differently. And actually a lot of people relate more to this color system than they do with the generic colors of each sign. That's why I like, that's what, yes. So obviously Taurus is a very earthy sign anyway, but with that green, so greens are all about balance, all about connection to nature, like anything natural. So plants, like good organic, like food produce, herbs, essential oils, anything derived from anything natural, nature, and having that green around you will really feed you more. So if you enjoy being out, like walks in the woods or being in your garden and whatnot, that will really come into you and really feed into that Taurian need, shall we call it. So Pat's bedroom is a teal aqua color, and Pat, you're an Aries, so that is your color, and that will help you feel more aligned with yourself. So when you're using your color, that helps you to feel more aligned, like actually embracing you, who you are. You're there dead in. Then with your complementary color, as I mentioned, that helps you flip the switch a bit and create contrast, create impact, create a shift of mindset, and also as well in what you're wearing. So if, for example, if you are a Taurus and you're green, for you to go out and wear red, that's going to have more of a pow kind of impact, and it will really work on you, but it will take you out of your comfort zone. So your complementary colors, the ones that are opposite, will trigger you, okay, because they're designed to do that. They're designed to light a fire under your ass. So they'll either trigger you in a positive or negative way, but either way they're going to make you think, shit, something's got to change here. And funnily enough, if you've got a person around you that's your complementary color, they are your Marmite. So using Taurus as an example, your complementary is red, which is Scorpio. So Scorpios are your Marmite. You either love them or you hate them, but either way they will trigger you in one way or another. And interestingly, a lot of people that I've spoken to are in a relationship with their complementary color, or they're worst enemy, the person that they hate the most, is probably their complementary color. Been barred from bringing any more home. Oh no. So I've just started adding to my real plant. There you go. Partner is Scorpio. There you have it. So you're like the chalk and cheese, but you got like, you're the yin and the yang. You're each other's Marmite. So plants, I've got a fern right over there that I've just like, well, I've had her for about a month now, and then I've got ivy up there on the top. I don't think you can see her, but she's up there on the shelf. They're my new children. Not to replace my current children, but just to add to them. And I love him, I hate him. Yeah, and with that complementary relationship side of things, whether it's like a romantic relationship, like your partner, your husband, wife, whatever, or it's a colleague, it's a family member, it's a parent, a child, there will be that triggering sense, in that they'll either really, like I say, light a fire under your butt to inspire you to do better, or they'll trigger you in a way that sometimes like you might not like it, but either way, that's what it's about. It's about that contrast and that real impact there. But with your harmonious colors, these are the people, because we're talking in a people sense now, your harmonious are the people that you feel comfortable with, and these are your gang, these are your homies, these are your chill mates. So the ones either side. So again, using Taurus as an example, Geminis and Aries would be very good for you. And these may be like your best friends or people that you're very close to, maybe siblings that you're close to. And this is essentially your comfort zone. Belinda, I guess that's why I love purple, because you're a Capricorn. Yeah, so Capricorn is that violet, like that pinky purple. And that gives you very much the line. But then also, because you're a Capricorn, your harmonious is indigo, which is also that purpley tone as well, just with a bit more blue in it. Got a spider plant, a new aloe vera plant yesterday from a friend at my knitting group. I love it. I love it. So yeah, this color stuff is like, I could talk to you about this all day. I really could. But I did promise that I had something juicy to share with you. So before I go deeper into what it actually is, as I mentioned already, I haven't been live since the 14th of December, I think was my last live. And I've been mulling over. And kind of a question in my head was that, who am I? Not from a sense of, I don't know who I am, what am I doing? But more from a sense of, who am I within this? Like, what am I offering to people? Not because I didn't know, but because I wanted to fine tune it. So then you know what I do. Bianca, hello. It's nice to see you. So who am I? What do I do? And I came to the statement that I'm a facilitator. I'm not a fixer, because for a long time I was just doing a lot of readings, like bam, reading. And that was me basically telling you X, Y, and Z, and lots of people just hoping for me to fix things and to tell them everything would be all right. But actually what I do is I give you guidance and support to find your confidence, to facilitate your own changes, to feel better about you, what you're doing. And I know a lot of you watching have worked either with me or have been to various things I put on in different ways, like any courses, masterclasses and whatnot. So that's kind of why the reading side of things I'm not really doing at the minute. You can get readings from me, but in very specific ways, which I will tell you about. So hang on in there. But yeah, going into this, like, what do I do? And confidence is a big thing. Obviously, I do the creative side, I do the art, I do the color, and then the spiritual side, I do the readings, I do the guidance, I do the meditation, the healing, all of that. But essentially what it is creating within you is confidence. And you kind of think to yourself, where would you be if you had more confidence? Well, how would your life change if you felt more confident? What would you say yes to? What would you say no to if you felt more confident? Like, what would you be doing with yourself? Like your job, what would you be doing with your money? How would you look if you felt more confident? How would you present yourself? And it seems something so simple, but confidence has that real knock-on effect. And some people might be sitting there thinking, oh, who's she? Like, she's confident. Like, who she thinks she is telling me? But I've not always been confident. And if I'm being completely honest, I do have a bit of a wobble sometimes. And I'm not confident 100% of the time. I would like to say 98% of the time. But I've not always been this way. I have been in some seriously shit places. I've struggled for years with social anxiety. I don't now, but that's something that I've overcome. And I've been in friendship groups where they've not really been my friends. They're just people that I was trying to please by being a version of me that I wasn't really. And from finding my confidence, I've been able to fine tune what I do within my business to have a much better relationship with my partner, with my children, with my family, because I am more confident in who I am, what I'm doing with my life. I'm not in this wishy-washy stage of, oh, I don't know what I want to do. I'll just do what so-and-so says, or I shouldn't do this because they said I couldn't do it, and all of that. And then also as well, camera's gone off. Then they're trying to look a certain way to please people, or trying to act a certain way to please people. Bianca has a, yeah, and it is a real thing. And so here's me saying I'm completely confident. I still get a bit nervous if I have to ring up for a takeaway, or if I have to ring someone new on the phone. That still gives me a bit of a whoo. Or sometimes I'll leave somewhere and think, shit, did I say the wrong things? Have I offended them? But I used to be really, really bad. I used to sometimes not go out anywhere because I had such a fear that people were going to think bad things about me. They were going to talk about me. They were going to look at me in a certain way. And it had a really bad downward spiral effect on me, to be honest. But over the years, where I've been working on my confidence, where I've been using my creativity as an outlet, and also deepening my intuition and my spirituality, it really does help. So moving into like meditation and connecting deeper with myself, connecting in with my guides, with higher energies, doing that kind of work. And that is a culmination of what I'm trying to facilitate for you, for the people that I work with, to help you get to that point where you can create the life that you want to be in. You don't want to be in that rut where you're doing things because someone told you to, or because you don't think that you're worth doing anything better than that, or because you just want to please people. You don't want to have any confrontation. You just want an easier life. Vicky, same when it comes to phones, hate it because afterwards it'll bother me for weeks. Yeah, and it's something as simple as just ordering like a Chinese takeaway, and like, ooh, it does make me feel a bit weird. So that is what I do. Like, yes, I can do the readings and I can do all that, but what I do is a culmination and collective of different things, creativity, spirituality, to build your confidence that's going to help you get there. And I do have a bit of an announcement to make. So a place where you can get all of that, like under one roof, shall we call it. So you're getting the guidance and inspiration, you're getting the support, you're getting literal like guidance from me, like intuitive guidance from the cards, oracle, tarot guidance. There's lots of stuff going on there. It's all under one roof. And this is in a very, very special place called the Soul Circle. So if you are already in my Soul Circle, do not say too much, but pop a number 1 in the comments. I know there's a few of you here watching that are in the Soul Circle. If you have heard of my Soul Circle, but you're not in it, give me a number 2. And if you're not sure what the Soul Circle is, but would like to know more, give me a number 3. So there you go. See, there's a few 1s on there. Yay. Lots of 1s coming in. Woo! So a few 2s as well. So with the Soul Circle, the women that I have coming in, essentially, they're at a point where they're either feeling low on confidence, or they're not quite sure what they want to do, sort of direction wise, or they need a bit of inspiration, or they just want a space where they just want to be with other like-minded women. No bullshit, no bitchiness, no gossiping, none of that crap that we have going on in our daily lives that we just want to escape from. Because let's face it, no matter how hard we try to be good people, there's still assholes out there. You know it, I know it, we all know it, that there's assholes out there. But having that space where you can come to, you can be heard, you can be held, you can share your deeper thoughts, your deeper self, but also in like that spiritual aspect of yourself. Even though now it's more widely accepted than it ever has been, there's still people that will shit talk you if you say about tarot cards or oracle or meditation, and they'll be all, ooh. So having a safe space to open up, to be completely you, but also to delve deeper. So to find your confidence, to set your goals, to even realize what your goals are in the first place, but to delve into your spirituality. If your goal is to connect in with spirit, or to read cards, or to do healing and stuff like that, or if your goal is to build your confidence, to literally turn your life around and get to a place where you want to be, where you feel happy and where you're not held back by anything, like there's women in there for lots of different reasons, and I'm sure they will pop in the comments and let you know, like, sort of their growth and what they've achieved. Like, women that started with me had never done any form of meditation in their life, and now they're like seasoned experts, and they're connecting in with their spirit guides, they're connecting in with their higher self, they're connecting with spirit, they're just feeling a general better sense of well-being. There you go. Trudy's a member. She loves the lack of negativity. Michelle says definitely a safe, non-bitchy space, and it is, it's a really special space that I keep protected. It's been going since August 2020, so about 18 months it's been going, and I absolutely adore it. The Soul Circle is my baby, and it's not just my soul circle, it is our soul circle. We're a collective, we're a community, we're there for each other. Even though I sort of hold and facilitate the space, we're there for each other. But moving on to the next bit, which I'm excited to tell. I'm excited to tell you more. So within the soul circle, obviously you get all of that stuff. You like the ability to find your confidence, to grow your spirituality, to deepen in to different aspects of self-development, of wellness, of confidence. But there's like the stuff that's going to give you that. So what do you actually get, like, within the soul circle? So there's access to my entire meditation library, which is ever growing. There's like continuously stuff been added into it. I think the current value of the meditation library at the minute is over £250 worth. There's quite a lot in there. But then you've got access to different workshops and masterclasses that other people would have to pay for, or I put on specifically just for the soul circle. Then you've got also, we have like monthly guidance, weekly guidance. We have weekly oracle card reveals where I'll put 3 cards up and you choose one. And Susan, good evening to you. There you go. Trudy says amazing meditations. In fact, there's no negativity and lots of love. There's always lots of love in the soul circle. Michelle loves the soul circle. We have got guest experts come in and do like masterclasses and workshops on different topics, and you have all the replays to that. So what we've got is a special hub where it's all hosted, so you can log in, you can work through it in your own time. There's no sort of end, you must do this by then. So it fits around lots of different lifestyles, and whatever your routine is, what if you're feeling it one week, if you're not feeling it the next week, you can dip in and out. There's no you must start here and end here. It's literally like a library. You go in and you pick from what you need. But then there's also, we have 2 monthly sessions, like live on Zoom. So the first one, we have the first Wednesday of the month, and that is our monthly meditation session. So I'll lead you through a bit of grounding, chakra alignment, and it's really good for relaxation. But we let go of any shit from the month before, anything that's stressing us out, holding us back, any physical or mental, emotional baggage, we let it go. And then we plant the seeds and set our intentions for the month ahead. That's a really, really lovely session. And then our other live session is we actually hold circle on Zoom. So I'll take you through, not usually meditations or maybe mini ones, but like different rituals, practices and whatnot. And then we do our flow, and then you've got the opportunity to journal and just come together as a group, but also to deepen your spiritual practice for yourself. Love how we all hold each other when it's needed. It is so good. Pat, all the ladies are singing the praises in the comments, and rightly so. It's such a good space. And then also we've got like weekly posts going up through the week. So we've got a Facebook group as well. So you've got like daily love notes go up in there. Like, say you've got the weekly guidance, the monthly guidance. We've got the weekly oracle cards. I'm in there live on a Thursday evening. We've got intention setting. We have got like ask me anythings where you can ask any questions based on confidence building, spiritual development. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. Don't there is literally so much stuff, but it's not overwhelming because, like I say, it's there to dip into when you want, and there's no pressure to do and be at everything. It's there. Like, I'm a mum myself. I know that we can't do and be everything all of the time. My camera's gone off again, but I'm back. You brought out my inner she, and inner she is something that you'll either hear me talk about a lot, or you will have already heard me talk about it. So inner she stands for shit hot energy, and that is what we want to do. We want to awaken that inner she within you, to unleash your inner she. So you're feeling confident, you're feeling well in yourself, you're feeling that fire, that inspiration, and that's what ultimately, like, the soul circle is all about. Yes, there's spiritual development and you can move further on your journey, but if you haven't got that confidence, if you haven't got that fire, that motivation, that self-love there, then what the hell are you doing with yourself? So that's the goal. It's a supportive space for like-minded people. So there is all of that. So I know that there's some of you are going to be thinking, well, you've got all of that in there, so it must be a bloody fortune. So I've totted up. The general worth, give or take, is, I'd say it's about 800 quid. But also, like, that's just sat there. You've got all the continuous, like, interaction, monthly support, the sessions, the guidance, everything's ongoing. So it sits at about 800 quid. And you're kind of like, I bet you sat there like, oh yeah, that's a no for me. But actually it's not 800 quid. It's worth that much and more, much more, because I suppose if you think how much is it worth, like the changes that it's going to facilitate in you and whatnot. So truly can absolutely be yourself. Laura's absolutely, oh, you're going to make me cry. Oh, honestly, I've got so much love for the soul circle and the women that are in it as well. It's not just a group or a membership. It is like literally like a soul family, and it's calling in your tribe, people that you maybe would never have connected with before. But there's a lot of us. I know there's some members in the soul circle I have met in person, but there's some that I've never met in person, and they're like some of my best friends, or some that since being within the soul circle we've met up, and it's wonderful. And obviously next month I've got the retreat to Glastonbury, where I'm going to meet some of those ladies in person for the first time, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. But anyway, I'm going off. So you've got all that stuff, you've got all the meditation, you've got the guest experts. Actually, let me show you what is actually in the soul circle. Give me a 1 in the comments if you want to see what the actual soul circle hub looks like. I'll give you a sneak peek. Not many people get to see this, but I shall show you. Let's have a wee look. There we go. That's the one that we want. Okay, so when you log into the soul circle, you have your own hub. So if you've ever attended a masterclass or anything like that, you'll already have a hub login, but obviously until you join the soul circle, you won't actually have access. Karen's excited to see. Amy's excited to see. Pat says it's the best money I spend every month. Oh, bless you. So with this one, so this would be the hub. So once you're a fully fledged member, you'd log in here, and this is your hub. And there you go. Welcome to the club. And it just gives you a rundown. But this is basically your dashboard. So all the stuff you can work through. It gives you a link into the Facebook group where a lot of stuff goes up, but the hub makes up about 80%. Then Discord chat is like a chat community server for, I'm not in there so often, but it's like for the members to chit chat and talk about their own things, get to know each other a lot better rather than in just like Messenger. Then intuitive guidance. If I go in here, you've got guidance dating right back to January last year. And you've got, like, if I go into February, we have got okay, hang on then. I can't show you that because it's on a preview. But anyway, so all your guidance in there. So that'll give you your weekly and your monthly. The meditation library. If I scoot down there, you've got all of these meditations, and I'm working on a new collection of color meditations as well that are going to get added in there. So you've got all of that stuff. If it's still looking good to you, keep giving me a number 1 in the comments. Then we have, there's literally so much stuff. Ritual, practice, ritual, and workshop. So this is quite a new module. So there's only 2 in there. But there's a self-nourishment and indulgence ceremony, which is part of a circle that we did last month, which was really gorgeous. So I decided to put it in there and share it. And then you've also got access to my color theory and chromotherapy to say FES to be in your masterclass. And that gives you a real rundown into each individual color, how you can use that color for healing or for sort of different aspects of your life. So if you did want to know deeper into the colors that I was talking about, you've got all that is going on there. So-called color meditations. Yeah, so it'll be moving you through color meditations. Obviously, there'll be a bit of background on what you can use each color for, what the physical and emotional benefits are to the color, and then you can choose the meditation that's relevant to you. And it's really exciting. I'm mapping and planning it out, so hopefully it will be in for the beginning of March. Then we have guest expert sessions, and we have guest experts come in, and I'm in talks with arranging the next guest experts. But we've got divine feminine archetypes, money mindset, we've got hypnotherapy, money mindset, Akashic records, we've got living in sync with nature's seasonal cycles, and there's also a gong meditation sound bath, there's palm readings, there's intermittent fasting, and that will grow and grow. Dates for your diary, that will take you into, like, obviously the Zoom sessions and whatnot. Then here you've got unlock, empower, transform. So this is worth 197 if you were to buy it outside of the Soul Circle, but Soul Circle members get this free. And what that is it's a 7-step program basically. So I put it together to help people tune in deeper to their intuition, their spiritual development, but also you can use it for just general well-being. And it will take you from like zero experience with meditation or with spiritual development, if you're an absolute newbie, but you want to start moving up the ladder, so to speak. So it will start you a really low basic level, and then by the end of that, it takes you into connecting with your spirit guides, manifesting. There's a body scan to help with any aches and pains and releasing. Then you've got connecting in with your higher self. It's a really, really good program, and I think every Soul Circle member should move through that. So that's why it's in there for free. Otherwise, it would cost you like 200 quid. Then music playlists. So I love music. And this one, there's a few in there. Normally they're playlists from our Soul Circle sessions. And then there's some in there that are just really good playlists anyway. Then generate your own affirmation. What that is it's like a video I've put together, and you just press pause and it will give you an affirmation. Goal breakdown guide booklet. That helps you to sort of break down what your goals are, figure out if they're the goals that you actually want to work towards, and then how you're going to work towards it. Then member discount codes. So this is an exciting bit. So Soul Circle members get they get 25% off, like one-to-ones, off of any courses, programs, masterclasses. So you get 25% off like a one-to-one session with me. So 25% is a bit of a hefty discount, so it's well worth it. So you don't need to use that on anything every month, but of course some of the stuff, if you used your code on it, it's basically taking what you're paying for the Soul Circle off of it. Calm the Mind, Soothe the Soul. That was a 5-day challenge I did a couple of years ago, so you've got access to that, and also the conscious crafting. And then on there underneath we have some of my live shows on playback that you can watch just like lives on here. And then we've got unsubscribe, and you might be thinking, why the hell is unsubscribe there? It's like, oh. But the thing about the Soul Circle is I appreciate Gracie. Hi. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. So with the Soul Circle, you're not bound to it. There's no chain and ball saying once you're in, you're stuck with me forever. And it's not that kind of thing. Like, I'm a human. I appreciate that, like, things change, circumstances may change, and what worked for you one month might not work a couple of months down the line, but then it might be absolutely working for you and you want to stay in. So there's no pressure to stay. And if times do get tough for you and you need to leave, then you can, and you're welcome back at any time. So that's why the unsubscribe button is there, because my what's the word? Not theory, but my mantra? No, I can't think. There's a word. But my thing is that you make it easy for someone to leave, but hope they don't want to, rather than making it hard for them to leave when they want to. Like, nobody is trapped there in the Soul Circle. It's a safe, loving space. And if for any reason that you can't stay in, rather than just unsubscribing, I'm a very reasonable person. So if you had a chat with me, I'm sure we can sort something out anyway. But that, in a pretty much nutshell, that is the Soul Circle Hub, but then we've got the Facebook group. I'm not going to show you that because that's our private group, and obviously there's posts and stuff in there that are for us. But that is the Soul Circle. But if you're looking thinking, well, I haven't got time for it, it's there for you when you need it. You can dip in and out. Like, you don't have to be there for everything. If you've got 5 minutes to read through your guidance and that's all you've got for all week, that's fine. If you want to join on for a Zoom session for an hour or so, then you can do that. If you want to be there every day religiously, then you can do that. It's there. I've created it in a way to work for you. There's no heavy pressures of needing to do, like, jumping through hoops and doing loads of stuff every day, every week. So it's nice and easy. If money is the thing, then obviously I've told you about all the stuff that's in there, how much it's not even worth, because the value of it is so much more, because it's not just what you get, it's the results and who you become from being a member of it. But I'm gonna how many of you are there thinking, shit, I can't, this is going to be too high, like the price is too much? But I have got some little bonuses as well. So if you do want to pay in full for an annual membership, then there is a fast action bonus, and you must apply by tomorrow night, and you will get a free 30-minute one-to-one with me if you pay in full for the year. However, if you do the monthly option, then if you apply by tomorrow night, you will get access to my Embrace Your Color, your Zodiac Color Masterclass that covers your moon, sun, and rising. Okay, so let's talk numbers, okay, because I don't want to keep you hanging on any longer. So annually for the year, for the whole year, for the 12 months, access to all of that. So access to all the content, to the lives, to the guidance, to the whole shebang, is for a whole year, 12 months, is 333. So even that is a bloody steal. And if you pay that in full, apply for the 12-month membership, by tomorrow night, you will get, no, hang on, I'm lying to you. If you pay for that in full, actually, the pay in full one, if you apply for the pay in full by Friday, you'll get a free 30-minute one-to-one meeting. That's 333 for the whole year. However, there's a 6-month option. So you can do 6 months in advance, and that's 188. Or if you're thinking, shit, like 333 is a really, really good deal, and it's very, like, yeah, it's amazing value, but I haven't got £333 to just pay out like that. So there is a monthly option, and monthly is what most of the members go for, to be honest, because it's flexible, it's affordable, and it's what works best. So the monthly option for the Soul Circle is only £33 a month, and that's like about £1 a day. It's not a lot. Like, it's less than a takeaway, to be honest. I had a takeaway the other night, and that was like 50-60 quid. It was an absolute joke. So you can get in monthly at only £33 a month if you would like to become a Soul Circle member. However, I have very limited spaces. This is the first time I've opened the Soul Circle officially since July. I have 11 spaces for new members. I will not be taking on any more than 11 members until I open again later on in the year. However, that 11 members will be able to join. Obviously, you can get your bonuses or your fast action. So the fast action is if you apply by tomorrow night on the annual, the 6-month, or the monthly. If you apply by tomorrow night, and then obviously you're taken into the Soul Circle, you'll get free access to my Astral Color Zodiac Masterclass, which is pretty good. I am going to toot my own horn here because it does really help. Oh no, I've frozen again. So hopefully you can all hear me. Give me a 2 in the comments if you're still following. And hopefully the tech is against me tonight. I'm still here. So yeah, so that's that. If you apply by tomorrow night, you get free access to the Colour Masterclass, and that's worth £22 itself. You can still hear me. Fabulous. And if you pay in full for the year, then you get a 30-minute one-to-one with me. But whatever works for you. If that is sounding good, if you're not yet a member, then give me a 1 if that is sounding good to you, if you're feeling excited about it and you're strongly considering putting in an application to the Soul Circle. Now, I use the word application. It sounds a bit scary. It's not like handing in a CV and going for a job interview. So rather than taking any Tom, Dick or Harry and just giving them immediate access into the Soul Circle, as I mentioned, it is a sacred, safe space. And I need to honour that and protect that for the ladies that are in there. So it's not like a big, massive, terrible, scary questionnaire. I just need to double check that not only are you right for the soul circle? But more so, is the soul circle right for you? Because it's all very well to be like, yeah, I'm in. But then it might not be like you, it might not be right for where you are right now. So it's not like I'm just going to take and be like, yeah, fuck it, everyone's in. Like, I want to make sure that it's right for you and that it is the right space for you as well. And then also protecting that space for the ladies that are already in there. So I'm really, really excited. I'm going to drop the link now. So the link is in the comments. So if you are fancying applying in, you can click on there. You can read more about it. All the information is on there. And also the fast action bonus isn't on there because obviously that's here on the lives, but I will be putting a post up in the Facebook group. So those of you that are already in the soul circle, if you have any words of encouragement or love for the soul circle, then feel free to post them in. If there's anyone there, if you've got any questions at all about the soul circle or about any worries that you might have about becoming a member or anything at all that I've mentioned, then give me a yoo-hoo in the comments. Let me know what your questions are. I'm happy to help. That is why I'm here. But I'm hoping the comments are actually working because there's not a lot coming through. And let me just check on my phone and make sure it's all coming through okay. Let's have a wee look. Let's make sure it's all coming through. There we go. Lovely. Right, I can see on my phone now just in case. So yeah, members out there, I know you've been putting lots of love out for the soul circle. But so if you are, let's do some numbers again, okay? If you are already a member, give me a 1. If you're still considering joining, give me a 2. Or if you are not quite sure, but are thinking about it, give me a 3. There you go. Pat says, it's the best decision I've ever made. Oh, there you go. Oh, best decision I've ever made. Michelle says, join us. You won't regret it. It's so amazing. Too hard to explain. There we go. Amy is strongly thinking about it. There we go. Lots of ones in there. Karen is thinking about it but not sure. Trudy, do yourself a favor and join. So like I say, it's not a case of me saying, oh, join and leave after a month, but you have got that. You're not tied into it. So if you join and it's not for you, then there's no hard feelings. I'm not going to ignore you on the lives or anything. I'm not going to boot you out. But if you want to check it out, then obviously it's there with the application process. So when you apply through there, there's no payment immediately. However, you'll apply and then you'll have a response within sort of 24 hours if you've obviously been accepted into the soul circle. And then that's when you'd receive a link to make your payment and set up. So in deciding to apply, there's no immediate payment to be made. So if that's putting you off at the minute, then don't have a fright. And then also as well, so there's no minimum term of staying in the soul circle. So you haven't got to hang on in there for 6 months or whatever. Obviously, if you're full on in and you just want to go in for like a 6 month or an annual, then you're more than welcome to. But if you want to be on the flexible monthly, then that is there for you. And as I mentioned, I'm putting together the color meditation series to go in there. We have our 2 sessions each month, our meditation session live and our holding circle as well. You get 25% off like one-to-one sessions of programs, courses, and also actually I forgot to mention, you do get not 25%, but you do get a discount on specific items in my shop as well. So on any books, on tarot and oracle card decks, you get 10% off. And there's a few like loads of cheeky wee bits and bobs in there that the members get. So there's a lot going on, but it's a good space. And even if you're just there for the social aspect, it is still a really lovely space to be in. I don't want to like talk. Yay, Amanda! Oh, you're here. Amanda says it's fabulous. So it would be an absolute pleasure to have you. Like I say, if you've got any questions about the soul circle, do either pop them in the comments or actually feel free to pop me a message. Just message me on the page. If you've got anything that you want to ask that you didn't want to ask on the live, then feel free to ask away. There you go, Linda. There's so many lovely comments. But that said, so you've got 24 hours to apply and get the free masterclass. After that, obviously, you can still apply, but you just won't get the free masterclass bonus. But then the whole application process. Applications are closing on Friday. Okay, so Trudy, I could cry. I feel really emotional. All you saying such nice things. Honestly, I absolutely adore the Soul Circle, and I'm not just saying it because I'm trying to sell it, but I do. It is a space that I've welcomed so many women in. I think we've got 38 members in our Soul Circle, and I absolutely adore each and every one of them. And they're all there for different specific reasons, but we're there as a collective, and the friendships and the bonds, and I feel really emotional, I could cry. I appreciate each and every lady in there. And if you are a lady watching this that is not a member yet and would like to be a part of that, then I would wholeheartedly love to welcome you in. I really, really would. I've got all emotional. I'm not crying. You're crying. But there you have it. Bless you. Well, thank you all so much. But I don't even know what the time is. So I've been on for nearly an hour and a half, despite the tech issues. So I'm going to kind of leave the floor open. I'm going to pop the link in again. There is going to be a post going on the main page with all the info on and whatnot. And if you are on my email list, then there will be an email going out tomorrow as well. However, the fast action, the apply by tomorrow night, the free colour masterclass access, that one is only going to be relevant to anyone watching this live. So that won't be on the email. Well, it'll be relevant tonight, so it'll be in the post, but it won't be in the email because the email's going out tomorrow. So that's 24 hours, fast action, get the masterclass. And then if you do the annual one, then you get a 30-minute one-to-one with me. Trudy, wish I'd met you years ago. I know. But there's a time and a place for everything. I truly do believe. And we've obviously met at the right time. And I'm absolutely blushing, and I could sit here and say such lovely things, not just about the Soul Circle, but about the women that are in it and the space that we've created, and the unconditional support that's in there. It really, really is. It's so special. I'm not going to cry. But if anyone's got any questions regarding that or regarding the colour stuff that I've gone through tonight, do pop it in the comments. Do feel free to ask. I'm going to hang around for another 10 minutes or so. Then I'm going to get off. I'm going to pop that post in the main group. And obviously the links are in there. If anyone else that's in, they go, agree, the last 2 years have just flown by since I met you. They really have. Honestly, I don't know where the time has gone, but the growth that I've seen in some of the ladies that are in the Soul Circle, and from how they were, how they felt about themselves, their confidence, their development, their experience when they first started to now is absolutely incredible. It really, really is incredible. Michelle, Laura's very humble, which is amazing. Oh, don't you are going to make me cry. You really are. So I'm going to leave that with you. Those of you that are members, thank you so much for your love and your support, not just tonight, but always. And we have got, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. So in our Soul Circle is our Oracle cards. So a picture of 3 Oracle cards will go up on a Wednesday afternoon. And then I will pop in live into the group very briefly to do a reveal on what the Oracle cards are and to give the readings of the 3. I think we've got a bit of a tech issue going on again. It's frozen. There we go. I'm back again. Happy tears though. You deserve all the praise. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, that's on the Wednesday. Then Thursday night we have got our live where I will be talking through different topics, answering questions from the Ask Me Anything post, and also there will be 3 readings, individual readings on the Thursday night live as well. So I'm not doing any readings on these Tuesday night lives here on the main page, but the ladies inside the Soul Circle, they get lots of love, lots of guidance. Not that I don't love any of you here that aren't in the Soul Circle, but if you're wanting the guidance and the real sort of stuff for you, the real support, then Soul Circle is the place to be. There you go. Amanda, 100% the most supportive space. Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you. Trudy, 22. Absolutely. So on that note, I am going to love you and leave you. I'm going to nip off because I don't want to say too much to leave you feeling a bit puzzled and just a bit. But there will be that post going up with more info. Well, not more info, the same info that I've told you. But it would be a joy to have you in there. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Wish you a very, very good evening. Those of you in the Soul Circle, I will see you in there live tomorrow evening when I do your Oracle reveal. And hopefully I'll see some of you later. Right, catch you later. Lots of love. Bye.